anyone know why they're healthy? So they're high in good fats, omega-3, omega-6s. And they're also mixed with the tomato, which is high in vitamin C. And then the onion and all these things have a lot of antioxidants, which are known to be like preventing cancer, so like anti-carcinogenic. So when you eat a lot of onions and garlic and even things with vitamin C and vitamin A and E, those are supposed to be better for you, and they prevent you from being sick and help build your immune system. So today we had the baked pita chips, and we also we made pasta for the chicken parm, and they're both whole grain. And for fine grains, they're usually processed. So what that means is that when you have like a wheat bran, right? And then you basically take off the wheat, take off the bran, that's where all the vitamin B and all the fiber is, and you're left with like the starch in the middle, which is like the pasta or the rice that you use. Have you guys cooked with breadcrumbs before?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so the breadcrumbs can tend to have a lot of added sodium. And then if you have too much sodium, it could cause hypertension or high blood pressure in the future. You probably won't experience it now, but like the long term, if you eat a lot of it, you will experience it probably when you're like 50 or 60, especially if someone like your father has it, because it's more predominant in males. So that's how we chose to use cornflakes, and then we're baking the chicken instead of frying it. And then we also have cheese, which is a good source of calcium, which is necessary for strong bones. Instead of just buying like a can of like Prego or Ragu or whatever, we use crushed whole tomatoes. And this way is another way to limit the amount of sodium and sugar you take, because when you buy it in a jar, in those glass jars, sometimes they have a lot of added sodium and sugars just so that it tastes better, but you might not necessarily realize that if you make it yourself and you add your own salt, then you can control how much you're eating, and you won't be eating as much excess sugar or salt. Sauce was just add olive oil. And we're using olive oil because olive oil is also healthy fats. It has a lot of polyunsaturated fats. So you want poly and mono, and it has a lot of both. If you look at the fat breakdown, so in very basic terms, saturated fats tend to be solid at room temperature. So butter, coconut oil, those are all solid at room temperature. And then the ones that are unsaturated tend to be better for heart health. So if you're cooking for your family, you should try cooking more with olive oil or canola oil instead of butter, which I hope you all do. And yeah.